Welcome to the demo of the Fernox Instant System Test. To begin, you will need to download the Fernox app and register as a user. If you haven't done this yet, click the link in the video description below. Once you have the app and have completed registration, you are ready to add a new sample. From the home screen dashboard, click on the blue Add Sample button near the bottom of the screen. Then select On-Site Test, then Instant System Test. This will then load the form for inputting the sample details required for each unique sample. Each field is clearly labelled and has an information tooltip icon next to it, in case you want to see a more detailed explanation of what the field is for. Some fields are optional for you to complete, with the mandatory ones having a red asterisk next to the field label. It is always best to complete as much information as possible, even if it might be optional, to save adding in missing information later. The address finder uses a lookup to property databases unique for each country and will allow you to search by any value of an address or even a company name. Keep in mind that if you are adding a sample for a new or recently built property, it may not exist in our database yet, and you will have to enter the address manually. We always recommend entering the full address, which will help with running reports or trying to find the unique water testing record for future purposes. Addresses can be reused after entry without you having to search or manually enter them again, allowing the system to recognize that the property has been retested. You can select a previously entered address by clicking on the Select from Saved Addresses button. Most fields are either a drop-down or selector format. However, fields such as the heat appliance serial number allow for manual entry or use of the camera of the device to scan the barcode or QR code. This is because most heat appliances will have a scannable barcode or QR code on them, removing the need to manually enter the value and minimizing the risk of entry error. If none of the options in the drop-down fields are applicable, some drop-downs will have an other option at the bottom, allowing you to enter a custom value when selected. After these fields are completed, you will see the 4 testing parameters required for the entry of an instant system test. First is the turbidity test. To do this, fill the turbidity test tube with system water up to the fill water line on the side of the tube. Next, ensuring you are in a well-lit area where visibility is clear, hold your device over the tube and click the Tap to Add Photo option on the screen. This will open your camera and allow you to take a picture down the middle of the tube. You can move the picture to be central within the square on the screen, and if needed, you can also zoom in to ensure the image is visible. If the image is not clear, you can retake another. At the bottom of the tube, there is a black and yellow circle. You can match your circle visibility to the 3 options shown on the screen, either A, B, or C. You can select the result in the drop-down below the photo field. If you cannot see the black circle because the water sample colouring does not allow any clear view, then select C. Next is the corrosion test. These are combined on the same testing strip as the pH test. Remove a single test strip from the pot, dip it into the water sample for 2 seconds, and then shake off any excess water that remains. Next, line up the corrosion test on the side of the test strip container tube, aligning the lower of the 2 testing pads on the card strip with the matching colour on the corrosion scale. Then select to add the photo on the app, which will open the camera. Take a picture of the test strip held against the side of the tube, showing the matching colour value. Afterward, simply select the corresponding result value from the drop-down options for the corrosion result. Third is the pH test. This is the same test strip as the corrosion test performed before, so you do not need to dip the strip in water again. Following the same steps, simply place the strip on the other side of the tube and align it with the matching colour value, taking a picture when ready. Select the value with the correct result for pH. Last is the inhibitor test. Take a single test strip from the express inhibitor test container and perform the same process as the prior 2 test strips. Taking a picture and selecting the result colour value, matching the colour to the correct drop-down option. If you need to finish submitting the sample later, you can click on Save as Draft at any time during the sample entry, and you can pick this back up to complete the submission when convenient. Once you have added all the required information and the 4 testing values, you can click on Submit to complete the entry of your sample. When you click Submit, your sample will instantly generate a completion certificate, and your sample will either pass or fail based on the values you entered. If your sample fails testing, You will see a recommendation as to what should be done to improve the quality of the system water. You will receive an email with the PDF certificate attached, and you have full access to download a new certificate at any time from within the Fernox app or on the web portal, available at fernox.app. If you submitted any information incorrectly or want to add missing information, you can do this by selecting the water test in the app and clicking on Edit. You can update any information before the 4 chemical testing fields. The 4 testing fields cannot be edited after submission. You can re-download a report with the updated data at any time after editing. Please keep in mind that editing a sample's information can only be done once. If you require further help, please get in touch with us. Thank you.